All right, hello everyone. This is part 7 of the series. I don't know if I want to call it, what is it? Cosmic, galactic, celestial. But really, it's all about just kind of contemplating, being open minded, reserving opinions until you feel it in your bones. And truly, honestly, no one ever really knows exactly what's going on because I believe that the divine wisdom, the supreme wisdom, is is so far above our pay grade that we can try to understand with the human mind, but my sense is it's going to be even bigger and better than what we can imagine. So in this, I'm talking about preparing for galactic contact. How can you navigate the shift into cosmic consciousness? So, what if extraterrestrial contact is not just about spaceships, but it's about raising our consciousness to meet our cosmic neighbors? So, in this talk, I'm going to be exploring just how humanity might be able to prepare for the arrival of the Galactic Federation, or what this shift means towards our natural future. So, the possibility that we could receive a visit from the Galactic Federation, and I am going to try to define this a little bit. I haven't explored it a lot, so bear with me. The Galactic Federation of a non-human intelligence extraterrestrial well, I'll try to say that 10 times fast. Extraterrestrial spaceships is a topic that has been explored a lot lately by various spiritual traditions, whistleblowers, and even currently scientists. The idea that humanity will soon be in contact with higher dimensional beings or advanced extraterrestrial civilizations is constantly being discussed on a much wider basis, especially the collective consciousness as it's expanding and evolving. We are really much more curious about these types of things than we may have been before. So, we're going to explore this concept and how it might manifest and how you might prepare for this event while addressing potential fears that you might have. So let me start with first, what is the Galactic Federation? So the Galactic Federation is often described as an alliance of advanced extraterrestrial civilizations, non-human intelligence working together for mutual peace, protection, and evolutionary guidance, which is really needed during this very rapid fire change that's happening on the earth. These beings are said to exist and have always existed in harmony across multiple star systems, galaxies, and they have even for hundreds of thousands of years may have played a role in Earth's development. So, why did I write this? I had a story about this. And the role by the Galactic Federation is that they are concerned with our collective spiritual, technological, and ecological advancement, and they do love to monitor and assist in the Earth's evolution. So there was I have a friend, and I would say this was easily about 10 years ago, and I have in the past over an 8-year period of time ran it's called Free Healing Friday, free healings for anyone in the community that wanted to come. And so she volunteered in the community to do little readings, and she was very much connected to the galactic, and she talked a lot about Galactic Federation. And I remember probably about 8 years ago expressing that one of probably my biggest fears, human fears, is nuclear war, where we might have a lot of people in powers of positions of power that might be a little trigger happy, and that we wouldn't have much say about it, that they could kind of unleash, a major war with a nuclear focus. And what she said to me at the time, which had it's always stuck with me is she said, the Galactic Federation will never allow something like that to happen because Earth is far too important to our galaxy and to our universe. And so the Galactic Federation will step in long before something like that happens. And so anytime I feel this kind of fear come up about that, from the background, I always remember that she said that. But at the time, I didn't know what a galactic federation was. Now, you've heard me talk about in one of the segments where we were discussing the different civilizations in the universe of star people and how they do collectively like to work together. They like to plan for the balance and harmony of the entire universe. So, to talk about a galactic federation just might not be that big of a stretch of our imagination. So, signs of potential contact. So, this is what we want to talk about now, physical manifestations. So, this could range from you actually seeing a UFO, having a UFO sighting, a space encounter, or even a direct landing of a ship where advanced extraterrestrials just might be there that want to make contact with you. And right now, this is one of the most widely discussed possibilities amongst all kinds of genres of the great thinkers and just those of us humans at the 3D level. So there's a lot of talk about this right now. Non-physical contact, and I think that may be a little bit more common for many of us right now, where other theories suggest that contact may occur in a non-physical format from a higher level frequency. So we talked about how do you get to those higher level frequencies, and that can be through meditation or drumming or dancing or just working with conscious promoting activities. And it can happen through telepathic communication, which you heard me talk about, dreams, and altered states of consciousness. And when I talked about ayahuasca as well, that's another way. Signs of potential contact are through energy shifts. So, you know me as talking a lot about frequencies and what frequencies are impacting our world right now. And we are having a lot of galactic frequencies that have especially been coming in the last several months. So, with ongoing shifts in our global consciousness, there are predictions that humanity is approaching a higher level of a vibration, aligning with beings from higher dimensions who may make their presence known. Now, I have been curious about those who have had direct connection. And one of the theories may be that there is that higher, those who've been contacted, like you or someone else, that you have a high level of intelligence. You have that high level of intelligence that will let you go there, meaning what you're seeing, you can maybe try to conceive of. But the other thing is that is commonly known is that you have a high intuitive ability. So, how could the Galactic Federation contact you or contact me or your neighbor or your friends? Well, through consciousness, a significant way that these beings may be contacting humanity is through an elevation of our collective consciousness. And this is happening really rapidly in this year of 2025. It's almost like a jolting, like climbing a mountain, and then the several years after 2025 are going to be at a higher level but smoother, we can hope, right? And so, as more people open their minds to new possibilities, neuroplasticity, they may begin to intuitively sense the presence of extraterrestrial intelligence. Now, for me, that's been through star beings. So maybe that's how it comes through. Technology and communication. Some believe that they will communicate through advanced technology that can bypass your current communication limitations. This could include broadcast. You've heard me talk about holograms, holographic images, or direct transmission that comes through knowledge your knowingness through frequencies and vibrations. So, how would you prepare for contact? Well, fear is one of the biggest responses to the unknown, especially when it comes to potential non-human intelligence, intergalactic visitors. There may be a key aspect that addresses fears and will help people prepare. So, first of all, trying to understand the nature of contact, a positive intention. Reassure yourself and everyone out there that's listening that according to many sources who know, say the Galactic Federation and non-human intelligence beings are here to guide, support, and help humanity ascend in higher states of consciousness. Therefore, their goals are aligned with the upliftment of humanity, not of destruction. Focus on our evolutionary process. So, this contact is often presented as a vital step in humanity's spiritual technological evolution because the Federation is believed to offer teachings, technologies, wisdom that could help you and others overcome a global crisis such as environmental degradation, war, and societal divisions. All right, this one's in my lane, my category, which is essential right now. It is just essential, is to learn to trust your intuition. Learn to build inner peace. Emphasize that contact, whether physical or metaphysical, will be aligned with the highest good of all. Move out of fear, move back into alignment. Trust and faith, setting your intention, it's for the highest good of us all. Encourage others to strengthen their intuitive abilities to listen to their inner wisdom and to trust that they will be guided through all of this uncertainty. To trust your intuition, raising your vibration teaches you that by raising your personal vibration through meditation, mindfulness, and spiritual practices, you will be better prepared to recognize and receive contact with higher dimensional beings. A higher frequency will allow them to interact with you in a harmonious way. Now, I've created 2 guided meditations. So if you go to my website, intuitivemind.org, you go under the shop button, it'll say free. You click on the free button. I have a list of guided meditations that you could do. I highly recommend that you select the blue light ones and listen to those, because those are the blue light is what is dissolving illusion, enhancing truth. And so this blue helps build resilience in your auric field, but also resilience in your mind. So you can go to intuitivemind.org and download those free meditations anytime you wish, and share with other people as well. You do want to begin to embrace unity and your connection with others, because as we're preparing in a collective way, if you think about the Galactic Federation, these are all different civilizations from different star people cultures. They have different focuses in their lives, but they have chosen to come together for the upliftment of all. And so we can do the same thing. Encourage you to consider that this event will require that humanity comes together in a unity conscious way. We must move beyond our fear, beyond our divisions with each other, to create an open-hearted and cooperative collective. The Galactic Federation, if they were here to help, will expect us to evolve towards unity, empathy, and peace. Now, it may not even be like we have to think about that. My sense is when we feel the sacredness of the light that comes through, it's going to be something that we naturally want to gravitate to. Letting go of fear. Fear-based thinking creates resistance to positive transformation. So when you're in fear, you're really contracted down and it's really hard for you to positively transform. The more you release your fear, the easier it is to accept and welcome experiences, and that beings you may encounter will resonate in peace, so that you just set that intention that if they appear, they need to be resonating with peace, love, and compassion, the qualities that we all want to embody when we meet them on equal terms. So, all the contacts will likely be benevolent. I'm just kind of going through my notes. I don't want to repeat what I've said. But for you, you want to keep encouraging your own ability to grow personally and release fear, to cultivate inner peace and align with the frequency of these higher beings. I want to really stress the importance of coming together as a human race. I want to really also emphasize that we really need to leave behind our divisiveness, and we need to start embracing a future of collective cooperation. And so with this Galactic Federation, I can imagine that they've all had to overcome different divisiveness and obstacles to agree to focus on the same upliftment of the earth. And if we can do that even more, it's just going to help the whole process. And remember, fear is a natural response. It provides methods. So there are ways that you can calm your fears. First of all, grounding, meditation, going out in nature. Allow yourself to explore more, to learn more, rather than just kind of putting your head under the blanket. And just meditate and talk to those trusted ascended masters and guides, and just pray about it, that you can release those fears. So in conclusion, we together want to come together to envision peaceful, loving contact with non-human intelligence, because we do want a harmonious future, however that's going to look like. And if that looks like a harmonious connection and community with our cosmic neighbors, then we might just want to start preparing ourselves. So one of the things that I like to do, I like to learn by contrast. And what do I mean by that? Is I like to imagine the worst case scenario. I like to imagine the best case scenario, and maybe even scenarios in between, while I'm in meditation, while I'm in deep contemplation and self-reflection. And so one of the things I've done a couple of times already is I try to imagine that I'm hearing my neighbors outside, and I can hear a lot of commotion, and I step out on my porch and I'm imagining there's everybody in the street, and they're pointing up like this. So I step out, from under the trees, and I look up in the sky, and what if I saw a spaceship up there? And it was like I was trying to imagine, how would I feel? And would I feel fearful? And if I feel fearful, then I'm going to use the benefits of my meditation to help me release another level of fear. If I feel excitement, then what am I going to do with that excitement? Well, I will probably try to ground it off. Other than that, I don't have a plan. And so I don't know if any of you have a plan, or if you've ever thought about what you would do. And are you afraid? What I know, and the information that's been really out there right now, is that non-human intelligence, the star systems, they are beautifully benevolent, very loving, very kind. But for some reason, the same powers that be, have taught us that we need to be afraid. We need to be very afraid because they're dangerous. We've been taught to be intuitive or psychic. Be afraid, be very afraid because it's dangerous. We've been taught, to be conservative and a puritist. Like, it's dangerous to go swimming nude, in the lake. There's lots of these rules, or like Bigfoot, Sasquatch. Like, I don't know how many people constantly say Sasquatch doesn't exist. And it's like, I was listening to someone, they said, if the Supreme Court of the United States was presented all of this information, it would be very clear that Sasquatch exists. So why do we deny it all the time? So there's a lot of things out there. I think we're really being pushed to say, where did this original fear come from? Where did this original fear come from? And if it came from far beyond your existence and hearing anybody telling you need to be afraid, then go into meditation, do a little deep dive, and explore and root that stuff out. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for something better to be happening. So anyway, thanks so much for joining me for this 7-part series. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will love to read your comments in the comment section. All right, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.